What's up guys, Adrian Vasquez here from Balance Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, here with Elvis Chen. Today we're going to be going over a Kimura from a side control trap system. Okay, so from here we have our basic side control. We're going to be switching our base into a modified Keskatami, and then that's where we're going to start beginning to trap our opponents. I personally think that trapping is probably one of the better ways to submit your opponent, because it's a trap, right? If you're trapped, you can't get out. So from here, when I have my opponent in my side control, okay, I'm gonna switch my base. And typically this happens when my opponent elbow comes in. I like to switch my base, or you can just do it, right? Even if you have his elbow trapped and you wanna start attacking, you can switch. Okay, so we're gonna recapture the elbow as a drill here. He's gonna bring his elbow in. Okay, I'm gonna bring my knee that's closest to his hip all the way up his side and recapture the elbow here. Okay, now from here, okay, like I mentioned in one of my other videos, if you want to increase pressure, we can get off our toes here, get off our butt, lift the elbow, and start pulling down on that shoulder and bringing my opponent into me. It starts driving pressure into his stomach here, which makes it really uncomfortable. Okay, but what I really want to do is start isolating this arm. Okay, now from here, my opponent typically isn't going to be comfortable with his arm being here, so he's going to start trying to bring his elbow in. As he starts trying to bring his elbow in, I'm just going to reach back and push his wrist down. You can grab either way you feel comfortable. I don't feel like there's really a preference to how you can grab the wrist, which way is better or not. Sometimes this works better, sometimes over the top, or sometimes even grabbing like you're going to grab a Kimura works as well. Okay, so all I'm really looking to do is create some space so that now I can switch my base and bring my knee over his bicep here. Okay, so from here, he's trying to get his elbow in. I can reach back, push, and now look, I switch. I go back to that, almost like that same side control I was in, but this time I bring my shin over his bicep, and now I go back to that control. Okay, the only difference between this control and the other control now is that I have his arm trapped and stapled. And when I staple the arm, I want his bicep right in the middle of my knee and my foot, so right through this space here, that's where he's gonna stay trapped, okay? So now that I have his arm trapped here, and I have this side control, I'm gonna switch my leg. So I'm gonna do a quick windshield wiper. I'm gonna bring my opposite leg over. Now I'm gonna post the opposite leg. So now I have his arm trapped with the leg that was closest to the hip, okay? And now from here, I have his arm trapped, and it's very easy for me to start attacking the arm that's all by itself on this side. Okay, so now from here, what I do, I bring my arm over the head. Okay, I typically like to use my elbow here to block his vision and post. And now I'm gonna bring my elbow on the opposite side. I'm gonna cup his tricep. I'm gonna bring my elbow inside here, and I'm gonna use this pressure here between my shoulder and my arm to keep his arm tight. Okay, and then now from here, I'm gonna step up with my leg, and I wanna pinch his back here, and I wanna stay on my toes. Pinch, and now I'm gonna switch my grip. So now this arm is gonna go through, the free arm. It's gonna go through all the way, turn. See, so I'm here, on my toes, I'm pinching. I'm gonna swing my arm through, and now I'm gonna catch his wrist. As I catch his wrist, I'm making a Kimura grip here. Okay, and then now from here, I'm gonna go into my Kimura. Okay, so from here, because his arms are far away, he can't connect his hands, so his arm is isolated. Okay, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull away. Okay, a lot of people like to pull up if he's grabbing onto his belt. If you pull up, it's gonna be easy for him to defend, but I usually pull away first. So I like to keep my chest nice and tight to his elbow. I pull away, and then I go up and over his hip. I don't worry so much about going up like this and rotating high. I feel like sometimes even if you're here and you're pinching, the person's gonna start walking with it. It's gonna start giving you problems. So the main thing that I focus on when getting to Kimura here is I pull away, and then I just think about getting over his hip to get his fist behind his hip. Once his fist is behind his hip, he's anatomically weak now. He's not gonna have a lot of strength. It's gonna be hard for him to extend his arm and fight this off. Now all I think about is putting his hand to the back of his head, okay? And I use the connection from my chest to his elbow to rotate my whole body, okay? I don't want my arms creating this space and using just my arms. I want to use my whole body, okay? So again, from the top. So I'm in my side control, my opponent gets his elbow inside, I switch my base, I use my knee to open up that elbow. Okay, from here, I like to stabilize the position first. Now I start reaching back for his wrist. A lot of times he's gonna start trying to retract his elbow. You can grab either way, scissor my legs back, and look, give myself the space to drive my shin over and grab the head now. Okay, recap, so you can connect your hands, or you can use this for base, right? Or connect to his gi. Scissor my legs, windshield wiper my legs, arm comes over the head. I start cupping the tricep as I bring my elbow inside. Now I'm gonna step up, okay, block. Use your toes, pinch the chest, switch my grip, grab the wrist, connect my wrist, pull away, bring the wrist behind his back, and now I can start to apply pressure here, pushing his fist to the back of his head. All right, guys, so that was just a basic Kimura from the arm trap system from the side control. Hope you enjoy it.